Hi, I'm Sally, here to show you what I bring on an overnight bikepacking trip. So my plan is to ride from Victoria to Salt Spring Island. That will mean taking one ferry and riding about 40 kilometers each direction. And it's just one night, and it is in early spring, so temperatures between about 5 degrees and 15 degrees. So all of my gear is going to fit in these 2 Ortlieb panniers. One of the most important things, a shelter. So part of the motivation for this trip is to test out my new Durston X-Mid tent. This is a trekking pole supported tent, which means I also need to bring my trekking poles, which doesn't make a lot of sense for a bike trip. Usually I would just bring an ordinary tent. Hopefully I'll be able to learn how to set it up once I get out there. And I am bringing a homemade footprint and some extra pegs. So these are the trekking poles I'm bringing only because I need them to set up the tent with. Next, I've got my sleeping bag. This is a Thermarest Parsec, a -6 sleeping bag. I've got a sleeping pad. This is actually a winter one, but I think any sleeping pad would work. I've got a cozy pillow. It's inflatable, but it also has some foam integrated into the design, and it is very comfy. I really recommend bringing a pillow, especially on a casual bike trip. It's just a really nice luxury to have. In terms of cooking, I have this MSR stove, some matches and a lighter in a Ziploc bag, a spork. I've got a couple of half-empty canisters of fuel. I always find a little bikepacking trip is a good excuse to use up some of these almost empty canisters of fuel I have lying around, because weight and space is not at such a premium as it is when I'm out backpacking. I've got a pot, comes with a collapsible handle, and this one is Teflon. So this is my heavier, bulkier pot, but it is also nicer to use. Got a beer cozy. There's a little corner store right when I get off the ferry, so I can pick up some cold beer there. For dinner, I found this package of noodles. They're already cooked. I would not normally bring this on a longer trip. It's really heavy because it's already cooked, but for a quick overnight trip, it's perfect. For breakfast, I have oatmeal, instant noodles, and I'm planning on dropping a couple eggs in there, and some instant coffee and hot chocolate. I'm planning on setting up this camp chair so that I can sit in the sun, relax, and read my e-reader. So to ride my bike in, I've got a merino t-shirt, a chamois, and a pair of baggy shorts. Once I get to the campground and I might get a little chillier, I have this old pair of fleece-lined leggings to put on under my shorts. I've also got an old fleece, and I've also got a puffy jacket because sitting outside for a long time, even if it's reasonably fair weather, it does start to get a bit chilly, and the campsite is right on the ocean, so there might be a brisk ocean breeze. There's only a small chance it's going to rain, so I'm bringing this Frogs Togs jacket. This is an ultralight jacket. It's not very hardy, but it is very waterproof, and it's a great thing to have as a sort of just in case rain layer. In case it's chilly, I am going to bring a pair of gloves. Got an extra pair of wool socks for sleeping in and wearing on my second day. My pajamas are a pair of merino long johns and a merino long sleeve shirt. And I've got a merino toque for wearing in the evenings, maybe overnight if it's chilly. And I can also wear this under my helmet if my ears get cold. I keep all of my pajamas and things in one of these dollar store bags. Got some toiletries, just the bare minimum, including some sunscreen. Got sunglasses. Whenever I ride my bike to the ferry, I love wearing a watch so that I don't have to dig around for my phone every time I want to see how much I need to rush to catch the ferry. Got a battery bank for my phone, and I'll make sure to put the cord in here as well. I have a water bottle for my bike, and I am able to fill this up along the way. Otherwise, I might need more than one. I've also got this foldable reservoir because the campsite does have water, but there's only so many faucets, so this way I can just carry enough water that I need for the evening to my tent. Got a headlamp, some sanitizer wipes, and some hand soap that comes in these small strips. There is toilet paper at this campsite, but just in case. A small bag with just some sort of emergency items like some duct tape, band-aids, antibiotic cream, and a patch kit for my air mattress. Things that I'm not bringing that you might want to think about would be a bike lock, a swimsuit or sandals or towel, bug spray. I am headed to a really safe campsite where there will be other people around and where there are outhouses and there is water. There are also no bears on this island, so I don't need to worry about bringing a bear canister or anything like that. And I'm also not going to worry too much about bringing safety equipment like a space blanket or a whistle. I'm not going to bring a first aid kit, and I'm not going to bring any bike tools. Even though there's definitely potential for my bike to break down or something to go wrong, I'm not going to be very far away from help, and I'm going to be able to just turn around and head back home if I need to. I forgot two things. I forgot to put eggs into my egg container, and I forgot to bring a mug, but I'm just drinking my coffee out of my pot. Thanks for watching. See you out there.